Thank you. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello. Everybody enjoying themselves? Oh, dear. What can I do to be more entertaining? Sorry, a little dance? No, I'm not going to do it. So let me introduce myself. I'm Nick Turner. I work for Ekahau. I was a customer of Ekahau's before I joined them, and now have worked with them for around 3 years, talking to customers both pre-sales and post-sales. I also play around with report templates when I get the opportunity. So we're gonna, what's the title of this one? Mastering the Ekahau Connect solution. Has anybody here not touched Ekahau Connect at all? Okay. So just to give you a feel for what the other room was like, no one put up their hand. So okay, so you guys have all used it before? Yep. Good, great. So let's run through very quickly what Ekahau Connect is all about. So Ekahau, what do you think, by the way, of Ekahau as a slide presentation tool? I think there's real potential in here for this. So for Ekahau Connect, you do need Ekahau Sidekick. That's this one here. Anybody here have any questions about Sidekick? Good. So survey for iPads. That is the Ekahau app for iPad. You download that through the iOS store, but you do need an Ekahau Connect subscription to use the application. The iPad app is not intended as a replacement for Ekahau Pro. It's an alternative solution for the data collection. So you would not be doing any kind of wireless design work on the iPad app, unless AP on a stick, and that's part of the new feature set that will be released with 1.2. So I will show you that. And then Ekahau Cloud. Ekahau Cloud is the storage space for which you can move project files around. So you can create your project file on the laptop, push it up to the cloud, then download that on the iPad or iPhone. You can also do the same in reverse, so you can create project files on the iPad, use the camera to take a picture of the floor plan if you're in that desperate a need of a floor plan and you've not been provided with good floor plans. You can push those project files up to the cloud and also share them with other Ekahau Connect users. Ekahau Capture uses the 2 wireless Wi-Fi radios inside the Sidekick, for which you can use them for packet capture. The Sidekick's 802.11ac. There are 2 radios in there. You get a very simple UI. It looks remarkably like this. You tell Ekahau Sidekick which channels you want to be scanned. It starts capturing the packets, and then you get a PCAP at the end of that, which you can dump into your analyzer of choice. Okay, that is the quick recap of what Ekahau Connect is. So what we'll do, and let's see, this one, let's test this one. This is my map that I want to use. So my project file has been saved, and I will now try and push this one up to the cloud. So if we can save to cloud. This is what I tried in the other room, and it didn't go so well because my hotspot's not doing so well at providing me with signal. Okay, here we go. Things are happening. Okay, why am I using the hotspot on the iPad? Mostly so that I can present the iPad screen to you guys. So just while this one completes, are there any questions? Yes?
Is the packet capture only with the Sidekick? Can you only use the packet capture software so you can't manually the next one?
No, I mean, all the Ekahau Capture app is an interface to the radios inside the Sidekick and the ability to say, please capture or not, and which channels. Yeah, I don't think there would be any advantage to the Capture app trying to integrate with other NICs, because there are plenty of other. So if you're using Wireshark, you could just ask Wireshark to capture from those NICs. So yeah. Okay. So we make sure that our we make sure that our Sidekick is switched on. Plug that one into the iPad. Share this one with you guys. And launch the Ekahau app. Okay, so some of you have seen this before, some not. There's my project file in the top left. No, it's not. Let's do this one here. It's not on recent projects, it's top left of the all projects section. So we hit that one, that downloads the project file, and you can see all of my slides on the right-hand side. So we'll bring them down, and then we'll go to this floor. And so inside the iPad app, you have two tabs in the top left. You've got View and Survey. View is viewing the data you've collected. Survey would be to perform capture. Sidekick is on. Sorry about the rustling there. So Sidekick's connected. Tap on the icon up there in the top right-hand side. We can see what the battery status is, and then we're pretty much good to go. Currently, the version of the iPad app shows you just the first two icons. They are stop and go. So let's say this is the presenter area. So we'll go over here and do one data point there. So stop and go. Anybody here not know what stop and go is? Okay, good. Continuous survey. That's when we tap on the screen, then we walk in a straight line at a continuous pace, a continuous speed, and we tap on the screen every time we change speed or direction. Hit end, and then the data that was collected along that path just gets spread out along my survey path. And now for the stuff that you're not allowed to talk about on Twitter, okay? The autopilot survey. So now with this one, what I do is I tell Ekahau where I am, here. And then it says, getting ready, please hold on. So then I walk a short distance, and then I tap on the screen again to tell it, and now it understands the scale and the direction. Now, so I think I'm walking in more or less a straight line, but you can see it's tracking. So now if I tap on the screen, that updates my position. So we're going to come around here. So that's not quite right. I'm actually more over there. And so this is now using the accelerometer and the camera of the iPad. And I'll show you this again in a minute on the iPhone, but I think that's a fairly good feel for what that experience is like. Hit end, and now you can see the survey path. So that's autopilot on iPad. Let's now have a look at the same thing and what we can do with picture notes, AP notes using the iPhone. So if I hit back on here, you'll see that those changes are being pushed back up to the cloud. Let's try. Okay. And so now, any questions just while I join this wireless network? Come on. Yes?
I noticed it drifting a bit there.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say you've got a very, very plain carpet? If it had a structure in the carpet, would it track better?
Quite possibly. Also, I mean, the generation of hardware is going to make a difference as well. So I'm pretty sure the latest generation iPads and iPhones are going to have an easier time with the AR kit. I think you're absolutely right. And there are also going to be environments where the autopilot doesn't work so well, if it's low light, or maybe factory floor when you've got no aisle or features for the AR kit to sort of detect and then pick up on actual motion. Yeah, I can see that causing it to be less precise. And I think it's really going to end up being a case of you use the method that you find the most convenient. So maybe you decide that in some environments you don't want to use autopilot, so then you just switch back to the continuous survey. Thank you. let's try and share this screen as well. Okay, fire up the Ekahau app on here. So there is the project that I was working on in the previous, in the other track. And let's see if we can get the Birmingham Wi-Fi Design Day project. Bring this one down. I already just surveyed on the stage, so now I'm going to spin the floor plan around if everybody's okay with that idea. So now I'm going to survey at the other end of this, okay? So there's the data that we collected with the iPad. You can see the UI has been squashed. I'm also on a very small phone, so the larger phones, it's going to be better, I think, with the user interface. But again, the autopilot survey. So this time we're going to say I'm over here, tap on the screen. Then we walk a short distance, hit the screen again, and then it has gauged, so that's way off, right? Let's try. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I think the angle of phone the angle that you hold your phone at does work. In the previous session, somebody asked, does it matter if you hold the phone pointing down? And yeah, it likes this less, because now it's doing a pretty good job. But you can see the directions spinning around all over the place. But hopefully that gives you a good feel for what that is like. But now if I hop back to the view, to view the data that we've collected, choose all SSIDs. The APs have now moved because I collected data at one side of the map and then the other, so now Ekahau is calculating, well, if I heard it, signal strength over here and over here, then I reckon the access points are in these locations. Everybody okay with that? Yeah? Because the survey data is bad. I collected data in the same position twice. But now, what we can do is tap on an AP, and we now get some new functionality here. So we can add, oh yeah, you can see that much better on that screen than on mine. But you can add comment. So if I've got an AP selected, I hit add a comment. Now we can say, please install AP here. And we can take a picture, which is something that was missing before. The ability to add AP notes from the iOS app. So we'll just take a picture, happy with that. Then you can annotate the picture and then push that up to there. And now that's added AP notes. Also, for those of us who do AP on a stick work, now we also get freeze and move AP within the iOS app. So that will allow me to freeze AP. So don't be surprised if this UI looks slightly different in a few weeks when this is officially released. This is just the test flight version that I have access to. But you can see that we can freeze the access point, meaning that now iPad and iPhone plus Sidekick can be used for AP on a stick pre-deployment survey. And also we've got move AP, so now we can adjust these AP locations. And a quick note, you've probably already experienced this inside Ekahau Pro, but now when you move your AP, that has no impact on your visualizations or the AP data, which is a contentious topic. But what I think is good about, what I'm confident is good about this scenario is that now when you're on site, you can adjust the AP of a location because you're there. You can say, this is exactly where it is. And when you freeze it, it's no longer going to receive information and adjust that AP's location. Okay? Thank you.